performers from the TD Toronto Jazz Festival. It's Mandy Goodhandy. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
AKA Amanda Taylor. Mandy is your stage name, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you are also the owner of 120 Diner.
That is correct.
So here you are, the Jazz Festival is coming up, and your performance will be on July 1st at 9 p.m. at 120 Diner. Makes perfect sense.
If you can't get into a festival, buy a stage of your own.
That makes perfect sense. Now, for people who don't know, you've managed to accomplish several firsts in your life and in your performing career, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
You're a stand-up comedian as well?
Yes.
And you were the first trans stand-up comedian?
Yeah, first trans woman stand-up comedian in Canada. Yeah, we have to be careful how we put that.
And when did that happen?
Well, I've been doing stand-up comedy for over 25 years now.
Wow.
So, yeah, so it's been quite a while. And so that's about it, 25 years.
And then now here we are, you're performing for the TD Toronto Jazz Festival, and that is also, as a trans woman, a first
Yes,
in Canada.
we had them look into it. They did everything but check everybody's, it was like the Olympics. Line up, we want to see. No, I'm just... They didn't do that. But we got them to check into it and make sure that it wasn't going to be something that I'm just coming up with, So, yeah, I'm the first trans woman to be singing at the Toronto Jazz Festival.
Which is exciting.
So it is. It's going to be very exciting.
Because people love your voice. That's not, that's why people come to hear you, is because they love your singing voice, right?
Well, that's the first I've heard, but thank you.
But it's so nice to have this wonderful backstory, too. And do you feel like you're paving the way for others to follow?
I think there's a lot of people who are starting to pave a lot right now, especially a lot of trans women and trans men. There's a lot of firsts happening. They're all becoming a little less scared, which is important, and going, I am trans, and they're admitting they're trans instead of trying to pretend that they're not. So we are a movement, yes, and it's very important that more and more of us get out there and own who we are, what we are, and that we're not afraid and we're proud of what we are. And more importantly, educate people on who we are and why we are.
To reduce the fear, that's all it is. Something that's different. And I'm sure for you, with your family, there must have been some difficult times.
Oh, well, there was, my father was the only one that was difficult times, to be honest with you. I have two sisters and a brother, and I came out of the closet twice. Okay, the first time was when I thought I was a gay male. Of course, most trans women do that because they look at who you're attracted to, which is not what it's about. But you just figure, oh, I don't belong in this world, so I must belong in this. So I had to announce that to my family first, and it was a difficult one. The second time was when I came out as a trans woman, and my father died of cancer 25 years ago, actually. It was almost like the very next day I transitioned. It was very odd. It was, but he never would have understood this. It was hard enough for him to understand the gay thing. That was very tough. I mean, we're talking Glasgow, Scotland. We're talking a lot of years ago. And the way he was brought up, in a way, I can't blame him because that's how he was brought up. And this is what it comes down to, is the tears of the family. When you're going to start teaching the younger people that all of this is okay. These people are not scary. You're allowed to be different. And once that starts happening, I think there's a very large movement at that point. But yeah, my father wouldn't have been able to deal with this. And one of the reasons I'm doing this song that I'm picking, there's two reasons. One is because of him.
The song you're going to sing here for us?
Yes, the song I'm going to sing. It's because this was one of his favorite songs, and I remember him singing this all the time because it was a song that was done by an Irish group called The Bachelors, and him being from Scotland, of course, and he's always belting into this song all the time, and I really loved the song, and I remember trying to sing it once, and him turning, of course I was very young, but him turning around going, you don't have a voice, stop singing, and it's like, oh my God. And so you remember these things when you're a child, when those are thrown at you.
It gets burned into your brain.
Yes, but he was quite an abusive man because he was a drinker. He drank a lot, and he was quite abusive, verbally abusive, around the family. And it wasn't until after his death, when they were cleaning out his locker at his work, where they found newspaper clippings of me posted in his locker of performances I was doing around the Mississauga and Toronto area. And so it wasn't until afterwards I realized how much he loved me and was proud of me. I wish I had heard it then.
Yes.
And then I also came to realization, sometimes we have to look at negative and find a positive somewhere. So this is how I came to rest with this whole thing with my father. It was a simple matter of, he toughened me up. And if nothing else, he did that.
So the song I Believe is a dedication to him.
It's a dedication to him, and also a dedication to any community out there that people are not accepting yet, which they should. And I believe that one day we'll all be accepted for who we are, and it doesn't make any difference.
You'll be able to hear this song again at her performance on July 1st, but in the meantime, here is Mandy Goodhandy.
Thank you. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe. I believe. Reuven, everybody. Yeah, I should introduce
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. And this is one of many songs you have in your set list. Again, each of them has a beautiful story attached to it. And so people can really kind of walk in your footsteps for a while, right?
Yes, let's hope they do.
Do you want to introduce your bandmates?
I'd love to. I'm not good with last names. This is Reuven on the piano.
Hey, Reuven.
And this is young Patrick here on the bass.
Hello, Patrick. Thank you for coming today. And these guys will be there on stage with you,
They will
right?
be here. Yes,
So-
we're a team.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I know, it felt very cohesive. So 120diner.com has all the info, and for more on the TD Toronto Jazz Festival in general, you can go to torontojazz.com. Thanks again for being here today and performing.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely
Thank you. I appreciate
beautiful.
it.
Oh, it was, you could feel the emotion in that song.
And thanks to the crew. You guys are doing great out there. It's like a team of 1,000.
When we come back, tips for stopping bedwetting. Stick around. Love it.